Hi, I'm DK Will, and this is DK Will Talk About It. I want to thank you for stopping by and clicking on my channel and clicking on this video. I'm going to ask that you show that like button, who's in charge, and give it a little tap upside the head. And while you're at it, click on subscribe and the bell notification so you'll know next time I put out a video. Today's video is talking about quietly be the noise they see. And for the XRP Army, I hope you'll enjoy this. I'm going to ask everyone, please finish the video. At the end of this video, there's a very funny clip taken from In Living Color. You'd have to be old enough to remember that show, but if you do, you'll know it was funny. And I hope that you enjoy the content. I hope that you keep coming back. This is DK Will, and DK Will Talk About It. Let's talk about it.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right.
To hopefully avoid any copyright issues, I am just showing screenshots here, and I still give a shout out to Bank XRP, which is where I found this video. But what it is, it's the 2018 Islamic Economic Summit, and we've seen it before, but we'll see it again just to make the point. And the question was asked. This question comes from the audience. Many people are using crypto just to buy and sell and make quick gains out of it. Does it hurt the growth of cryptocurrencies, that usage for a quick buck? That was the question asked. And this was Dilip Rao's answer, who was with Ripple. He said, so it's kind of chicken and egg. You have to create the marketplace. And right now we have 150, 200 exchanges around the world that trade in XRP. A lot of it, as you say, is very shallow trading by individuals. And that's not the use case we are pursuing. We are pursuing the use of XRP as a financial asset by sophisticated institutions as a bridging mechanism. So as to its hurt or harm, well, it creates a lot of noise. And, we certainly don't want that much noise. Noise. We're just noise. In fact, as I prepared this video, it was almost offensive to the level that we're viewed, meaning the normal consumer, retail investor. We're just noise, and Dilip didn't make that term up. That's what we're referred to as noise. And as far as XRP goes, the purpose of this video is to encourage the XRP Army out there to don't let them shake you out until you reach your goals. Because if you have the strength, the intestinal fortitude, and the patience, you will. But Brad Garlinghouse made it clear in a speech that he gave in response to an interview at the Yahoo Finance All Market Summit a while back. We've all seen it. For the sake of time, I'm just going to read it. And there you can see the questions that were asked of him, and he makes it quite clear. A consumer speculator is not our target market. Our target market are financial institutions that we can solve a big problem measuring trillions of dollars using these technologies. So is there any secret or guess that we need to get out of the way because we're making too much noise? Notice this article here in The Economist from December 10th, 2020. Retail investors often learn the wrong lessons from success. I don't know about you folks, but I'm already feeling like my intellect is being assaulted. It's better to be lucky than good. The customary quip of a poker player. I played poker, been pretty good at it. The randomness of financial markets makes it hard to distinguish a good investor from a lucky one. It's especially hard for people to assess their own skills. Are we seeing how unintelligent we're being viewed yet, folks? I will tell you something about poker. It doesn't matter if you're lucky or you're good. It matters that you win the money and get up with more money than you sat down with. Wouldn't that be the same true in investing? But here you can see, they don't think very highly of us, the retail investors. To further highlight the disdain they have for the retail investor, us, managing or attempting to manage our own funds and to get returns like they do, it says in this article, the title is "This Stock Market Chart Exposes the Insane Level of Retail Investor FOMO." Friends, for those who don't know, FOMO is fear of missing out. But the real dig is, you'll notice this photograph, young girl, little boy, and a gentleman there who looks like he works in the stock market based on his garb. But notice what it says under here. You probably can't read it very well. I'll read it for you. It says retail investors tend to get bullish at the wrong times. This looks like one of them. And if there's one thing history teaches us, it's that it never ends well. So clearly many view us in this scenario as unsophisticated little girls without enough intelligence to learn from our own successes, and that we are just in the way making too much little noise. Well, I say that if you are here watching this video because you own XRP, you've already shown that you recognize value when you see it. You recognize success when it's within your grasp. And you recognize what you own. And in harmony with my prior video, XRP is the bomb, I encourage you to watch it. Know what you hold. And hold on. They're going to try to rattle you loose. They're going to scare you. As you saw Dilip say, the institutional investors were coming in 3 years ago. What status do you think they have now? I want to encourage you to please continue watching this video. Finish it to the end. There's a nice little clip in the end. It's humorous. But when you get there, just view the karate instructor as the financial communities and big business who wants us out of the way. And we are the students, the ladies learning self-defense, who don't know what we're doing. Well, DK says, don't let what people think of you determine who and what you are. Here's a story by a man's name I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce. You can just read it there. Retail investors are not noise traders. And this person looked for facts and in fact found a unique data set, is how he puts it, for Thailand. And as we go down, he says here, retail investors versus local institutions. We find that local retail investors generally pay 6.2 basis points less than local institutions when executing purchases and receive 4.0 basis points more when executing sales. This makes an average round-trip trade 10.2 basis points more expensive to execute for local institutions than for retail investors, whether they are buying or selling. This outperformance of retail investors across the known investment styles, isn't that something? Isn't that the name of the game? Buy low, sell high. How about the next part? When executing purchases, retail investors persistently underperform foreign investors regardless of investment style. However, the opposite holds when selling. Consistent with their performance for small cap stocks, retail investors receive larger prices when executing sells, which are also by far the largest for these stocks. Is that sounding pretty good to you, folks? Are the retail investors as dumb as they say? To sum it up, a few things. He says, despite the voluminous research on trading activities of retail and institutional investors, to our knowledge, the fundamental question of which group performs better remains far from clear. One plausible reason for such paucity might lie in the difficulty in making generalizations from a sample of trades from clients of a single brokerage house. Conclusion: our work corroborates recent literature that challenges, let me get that highlighted for you. Our work corroborates the recent literature that challenges the noise trader label traditionally attached to retail investors. To the extent that institutional trades demand immediacy, the superior trade execution prices achieved by retail investors, which we document, are consistent with these investors rationally utilizing their trading flexibility and choosing to be on the correct side of trades to gain from supplying liquidity. So, despite the down-the-nose view of the sophisticated institutional investors, it seems, absent manipulation, that the retail investors are doing pretty well. Another article, Don't Underestimate the Wave of Noisy Retail Traders by HODL from March 4th. It also takes a us and them approach. And of course, it's treating us like we don't belong in the market. It's treating us like we shouldn't be managing our own funds, that we're not knowledgeable enough or sophisticated enough. And the threat that decentralized finance and the cryptocurrency market and peer-to-peer money exchanges is such a threat to the status quo that they just don't know how to react to it. But interestingly enough, they have a bordering on arrogant view of how they view us. For instance, here, one large institutional investor, dubbed the NASDAQ whale, had purchased a massive $4 billion worth of call options on a small handful of some particular tech stocks. But that was not to be outdone by the $40 billion worth of bullish call options that retail investors, aka noise traders, also minnows, collectively bought on the same names. At the time, I pointed out how the call option those minnows were buying were short dated. I even quipped the trades could get washed out before Halloween, if not before, and the folks who were making them would call it quits, having burned through the few $1,000s they'd be willing to gamble with. Are you seeing the disdain and the minimization of the retail investor? Well, clearly it says that speculation was dead wrong. Otherwise, we wouldn't have seen the GameStop run up less than 6 months later. In short, I now think the potential staying power of the noise traders should not be underestimated. No, it should not be underestimated. And the purpose of this video, friends, is to make sure you hang in there with your XRP. Quietly be that noise until you reach your goals. And I assure you, whatever they are with XRP, the right amount of patience, you will get it.
Line up! Welcome to the first meeting of Complete Self-Defense for Women. I'm Bob Jackson. I have a black belt in karate, and I've studied martial arts for over 20 years. I'm also a former world champion. Now, this course may cost more than others, but I guarantee you'll never be afraid of violence again. Now let me ask, what are you ladies most concerned about? Yes, you!
Okay, say you find out something about your husband, like he got another wife and some kids. Well, what I want to know is, how do you kill a man in his sleep?
Let me think about that one. Why don't we start, though, with defense against the knife attack? Who would like to attack me?
Oh, me. I got one in my purse.
Why don't you try?
This is a real knife.
Don't worry about it, grasshopper.
I don't know. I don't think I should.
It's okay, come on!
Oh, my God, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean it. Are you all right?
I'm fine. I shifted my internal organs to avoid the knife. However, like a lot of beginning students, you attacked me wrong.
Oh.
You're supposed to come at me like this. Remember that and try it again.
Okay. Sort of a downward thing. All righty. Sorry. You seem to be losing a lot of blood. Can I get you anything?
Oh, man! You see, you're still bending your elbows. You've got to keep your arm completely straight.
Oh.
That's
right.
the whole key.
Oh, God. All right.
Try it one more time.
Straight. Okay. I got it. All right.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah. Are you crazy? It's our first day!
I just wanted to show her how easy it can be.
Yeah.
After 20 years,
This class is a ripoff. I want my money back.